Yo, yo, yo. What it do? It's Thursday going down, okay, right now on Clash of Thoughts with your girl, Forever the Realist, and your
And that
boy,
nigga C.O.
and
C.O.
you
Beats, you heard
know,
me?
C3o Beats, you heard me? Yeah, we
You
heard
heard
you.
me?
That's what's up. What's up? Yes, positive vibes. Okay, positive vibes only. You know, tonight is just a wonderful night. Life is just a wonderful thing, and it's what you make it. So let's get it. Let's go. We're about to have a dope show. Okay, we are talking about social media being the new massa, an addiction that we all have. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Well, it's a small few that's not really into social media like that, you know. So, well, what do you think about this, CO? Like, are you a big social media person, like, or
Nah, I just watch. I don't really interact with social media. Um, like I be on Instagram often, but I rarely post. I never comment. I barely like stuff. So I just be on there just to scroll through my news feed, look at shorts, shit like that.
oh yeah, that's what's up. In my personal belief, I believe, social media is open to the whole world, okay? And it's accessible. So we do have to be mindful of that. And with that knowledge, I've always known for social media to be used for, networking purposes, promoting your business, marketing, things of that nature. But let's dive into the juice because it's way more deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Social media has been so important in people's lives that it has been so hard for them to just, eat a meal without taking a picture and posting it. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on in the zone? Because there's so many layers to this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people looking for their little 15 minutes of fame. You know,
Hmm.
motherfuckers want to be Instagram famous, YouTube famous, Facebook famous. They want to go viral on Twitter, shit like that. So, I remember back in the day, you know, like when you meet somebody that you're attracted to, you'll ask for their number. Nowadays, motherfuckers be like, "What's your social media?" Like, bitch, I don't be on social media. I need your
Hmm.
I need your number. I don't want your your Instagram or your Facebook. But things just change. Like people primarily use social media as a way to communicate with people. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker have your phone number and will never call you, but motherfucker be DMing you all day.
Yeah. Or it's people who don't DM you, don't call you, none of that, but you definitely see them views.
Hmm.
You definitely even sometimes, see them likes. But I mean, what happened to the loss of communication? Everything is so visual, and I think it's definitely a signs of the time. People will be lovers of themselves. All the selfie self, and look what I'm doing, look what I'm flossing, look what I got. It's like clout. Like look at me, 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 me. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing, but it's just what it's becoming.
Yeah, well, to take it to the topic, like to a lot of people, social media is their daddy. If social media, a lot of people is getting checks, getting sponsorships, getting all type of shit via social media. So, um, that's your daddy. We know we can't go on social media and say what we want to say. You know what I'm saying? Or like, it's certain things we can't even post on social media without getting flagged or censored. So,
Yeah, and that's something that I face a lot. And I'm very confused with that because I'm always seeing like very disturbing videos, photos that's always up. But I'll have guests on my show that are like high caliber and they'll have their music, copywritten, but I'm interviewing them on my show. They give the okay, like it's okay, go ahead. Like go ahead and play the song, and then I have to go through a whole process once it's flagged for that. But it's so much violence, just chaos, crazy stuff that you see that they do not remove.
Yeah,
It's
because
still, it
that's how
goes
you know
viral even, you know what I'm
that
saying?
that's how we differentiate propaganda from what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Because certain things are going to be pushed in front of us on these platforms, while other things get hidden from us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what content are you putting out? Are you putting out the type of content that they want to promote? Are you putting out the type of shit that they want to shadow ban? So these are not our platforms. People be talking about we have a freedom of speech and shit. You don't have a freedom of speech in my house,
Hmm.
in my car, nigga, in my place of business, nigga. You don't have a freedom of speech in my shit. So
Hmm.
as long as we on their platforms, using their platforms, we can't be talking about a freedom of speech. Like, shit, I don't care how you talk, my nigga. When you come to my house and you're around my kids, you watch your fucking mouth. So, and if the person can't watch their mouth around my kids, then I have to let their asses know, nigga, you can't come back over here no more. So,
Absolutely.
it's really like I said, man, it's their platform and they have guidelines,
Hmm.
right, that we have to agree to in order to even, create these free accounts. Don't forget these accounts are free.
Yeah, but nothing is free. You volunteering information. The more we post, the more you do. Is generating money for the company. Like, you know what I'm saying. And you are always signing contracts. Like, allow Instagram to use your camera. Allow Instagram to listen and record audio. We always give our rights up with that, like, because it is like some sort of establishment, because it has policies and it has requirements, just like a building or a job that you go to.
Yeah,
um
but that's what I'm saying though. Like it doesn't, I don't care how you conduct yourself in the world. I don't care. Like once again, this is my house and I have certain rules. There's do's and there's don'ts. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So if you don't like how I run my household, get your ass out. You don't have to come in. You know what I'm saying? And shit. So it's like with Netflix. Netflix is a subscription based platform. So
Mhm.
if Netflix told me that they was gonna take my account away or flag my account, so what? Y'all the one that ain't gonna get paid next month, nigga.
Hmm.
You feel me? But when you have a free service, these people don't care. Like we're nobody to Instagram. Like I said, they have their influencers and all that shit already. You know what I'm saying? We're not nobody to Instagram. Instagram not just Instagram, all these social media platforms. They're using,
Yeah, because it's different levels of
yeah,
that.
they're using us to make us think that the content that we're putting out is helping their platforms. Your content don't help my platform. My platform is helping your content. Without this platform, you wouldn't even be able to put out no content. You wouldn't have no content to put out if you didn't have my platform. So that's what I'm saying. It's like a love hate relationship. It's like a love hate relationship.
Mhm. Mhm. And a lot of occupations are a love hate relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's just it comes along with the territory. It comes along with the territory big time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, social media is like anything, man. The more time you put into it, like if you're on social media 5, 6, 7 hours every day, then yeah, Instagram is like they fucking with you. These social media platforms, they fucking with you. But if you don't post that often, or you're not on here, on a platforms all the time, then yeah, they're not finna send shit your way. If you have 500, real quick, let's say you got 500 friends on Instagram. When you post a post, it doesn't go to all 500 friends.
Okay, okay.
It goes to whoever Instagram wants to send it to. So if 20 people saw your post, it's because Instagram only put it in 20 people timelines. Okay, so
Mhm,
all
mhm.
500 of your followers would never see your post when you post them. It's only going to so many people, right? So it's up to us to share, and that's why when we do share, we tell people share, 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 spread the word because Instagram is not going to do it.
Absolutely. But that's where it comes to the networking and all of this, how, it's connection to connection. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's connection to connection. But I want to talk a little bit about Black Mirror. I want to talk about there's an episode of when, your likes become your credit in life. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if you don't have a certain amount of numbers of likes or followers or whatever, you cannot like rent a car. You can't fly on a plane. Like you get these privileges taken away. If your likes and everything is not up, it's an obsession, and it's kind of like some type of how can I say it, like a popular thing. Who's the most popular? Who's the most popping? When it come down to these numbers, and that's what also keeps people addicted as well. And then you got the free laborers, like a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? That's just on there consistently.
Mhm.
And it's a need. It's a need to have them numbers popping. You know what I'm
And
saying? But also made it cool too for marketing and promoting businesses. I noticed, like, during the pandemic, it's been a lot of like new businesses and entrepreneurs and stuff like that, so it always is a reason to use it. And it's always a hunger to have a lot of followers so you could go viral to start getting paid and getting these checks every month. Like, you know what I mean? So I just think about it. Like, what is the real reason why you do the things you do on social media? Like, what does it mean to you?
shit don't mean nothing to me, but to
That's right.
you know,
Like,
you have a lot of people out here though who don't have social lives. You have a lot of shy people. You have a lot of people that's introverts. You have uh people who are not like they don't do well around crowds. They like they communications, all these different things. So online on social media, you can talk to everybody because you're not really talking to nobody. You know what I'm saying? So you can like on social media, you don't have to worry about being shy or being this or being that. You can be whatever you want to be on social media and shit. But um, the more people that's on it, the bigger the platform grows. When we talk
mhm,
about these businesses and shit that's being promoted and opened up, like they got all these different stores, Facebook store, Instagram store, all this shit. Um, if you're not paying money for promotion, you would never see the success that these other platforms are seeing.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? Because once again, even in social media, they give us our heroes. They give us our heroes. So these influencers, these social media influencers and shit like that, they're
mhm.
not just influencers because they they got that swag. Like no, they're doing something to be put on this pedestal. It's just like everything else with the music industry. We hear how you got to do all these different things to get in and be a part of and sign oaths. It's the same thing. It's no
Mhm.
different.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause like I
So,
said, even you can have a big page. You can have 100,000 followers, but like I said, just because you're posting things or you promoting things on the platform, don't mean that it's going to your 100,000 followers. And this is why when you pay for promotion, they tell you how many people you can potentially reach based on the dollar. If I got 100,000 followers, why do I got to pay you motherfuckers $50 in promotion for my shit to reach 30,000 people?
right, that part.
It should be reaching 30,000 people just because I got 100,000 followers.
Hmm. Absolutely. What's really impressive to me is how you can have um, a page your site, whatever is booming. I ain't gonna say site because that's like more so ownership. So it's best to like, create your own lanes and your own platforms to be able to do things, right? But um when it comes down to social media, as far as Instagram, YouTube, the whole shebang, it's amazing when a show do blow up or content do go viral and content, so people have been working on their channel for years and years and years, and then the money start coming in and the money starts flowing, and then how it could just be snatched away, like just because you didn't do something. So it's like all that momentum, all that money you was making is now snatched away. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it is a new source of income, a new source of labor in a sense, and it's like a new system. It just seemed like all the worldly systems is just being put on this black mirror.
Yeah, and it's parts of China, not all of China, but there are some parts of China that literally live on a point system, like we're talking about in Black Mirror, like literally. Um, but
That
they
is
shit is, but they
gross.
shit is, they shit is different from the Black Mirror episodes because the way they get points and they lose points is by how they behave, like in public.
Mhm.
Um,
How they
like
treat people,
no, just look. Let's say
talk
like,
to people, how they
okay, look, you a mother, right? You a mother. So let's
yeah.
say when you get off of work,
Hmm.
you stop at the liquor store, and
Hmm.
you get you some cigarettes, and a bottle of liquor. That shit is being monitored, and so the system can say, you know, uh, bitch, it's too late for you to be drinking, and you got a baby at home. This is bad parenting, so we're gonna deduct 100 points away from you.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? Like, and
that's the
then even some people who speak out against the government, like people who speak out against the government and speak up against injustices and shit that's going on, they get points taken away from them as well. These people can't rent apartments, they can't travel, they can't go in a grocery store and buy food, they can't do none of that shit. And this is real life, like not Black Mirror. This is real life going on right now
Mhm.
today.
It's so much power in social media. It's life changing. I mean, and a lot of stuff like get people, in terrible situations. It's just it's insane. Like this is just very interesting because we forget. Like I'm an '80s baby. Like this stuff is not
Hmm.
like how the '90s. The like I'm used to, like you said, I'm even used to like pagers and flip phones and stuff of that nature. So sometimes, like a lot of, it gets overwhelming to see how much information and how much you can find out about whatever you want because of social media.
Yeah,
You know.
but that's the thing, though. It's see, this is the thing, Doug. Everything. That's what I'm saying. The stuff that's getting pushed in front of us is propaganda. The shit that's
Mhm.
getting pushed in front of us is
Yeah.
propaganda. If you're not out here making, if you're
Mind
not making like twerk
control.
videos, if you're not doing twerk shits and like the type of shit that they pushing, right? If you're not pushing the shit that they want you to push, then like I said, like you're not gonna have. We would never have that same opportunity to be able to make money off of Instagram and off of these platforms. And then too, we know there's bots, right? We know that they got these bots, and a lot of accounts ain't even real accounts. They fake accounts ran by AI programs and shit.
Mhm.
So that again, that 100,000 followers is not 100,000 people.
Mhm.
Some of them are bots, fake accounts
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah, and people be, oh, and that's another thing. For this to mean so much in people's lives, just how much an illusion that everything is. Because people pay for followers, people pay to get their videos viewed, and people, see a Benz. Or no, I ain't gonna say a Benz is becoming very common, a common car lately. I'll say like a Lamborghini or something, and be like,
Tesla.
oh, let me take a picture in it, and take a picture and post. It's a lot of false advertisement.
Yeah, but
So,
shit, people. I mean, look at rappers and shit, right? Like people been doing that shit for years. Like rappers and shit. These niggas be fucking having videos and they cars in their videos that's not theirs. They be renting out fucking houses, mansions and shit, like acting like they live in them. Look at what the MTV shit, the Cribs, MTV Cribs,
hmm
how the shit came out that them houses was rented. Like MTV was renting mansions, telling you this celebrity staying there, this celebrity staying there, like type shit. It's been like that for the longest, where the shit that we see people with ain't even theirs, bro.
not at all. A lot of situations ain't even real. You know, it's just like your own make believe world, like your own playground. You know what I'm saying? That you can just create and be whatever you want to be.
Hmm. Yeah,
You
because if
create
people, know you,
whatever you want to do.
yeah, you can put your shit on private. You can put your settings on private and accept
Mhm.
only the people you want to accept. So yeah, it allows you to do just that. Be anybody you want to, you want to conjure up in your mind. If it wasn't for social media, we catfishing wouldn't even exist.
See, yes, yes, and people be catfishing like big time, and stealing your pictures and all kind of stuff, like just doing the most creative, like people. And speaking of catfish, my like how you can ruin lives, but I mean, I personally wouldn't be talking to somebody that's across the world and haven't seen them like people be doing. But I mean, shoot, at the end of the day, it's just I don't know. It's crazy. It's a lot of cyberbullying. Like I'm just so happy that back in the day when we got into a fight or something in the street, it wasn't on camera. You can't do nothing today because everything's on camera. Everything, and so it's a lot of
Yeah, but shit,
cyberbullying.
that's what niggas wanted. That's what niggas wanted. Niggas was talking about police brutality this, police brutality that. We need to
Mm-hmm.
put
It
these
was
body
all
cams. We need to
pushed
put these body
both.
cams on these cops. And
Right.
even with the body cams on the police officers, they still shoot a nigga and get away with it. So like, what was the point of them putting these cameras on them? Like
Mm-hmm.
everywhere we go in
Very
life,
strict.
there's cameras, but at the same time, we just don't understand that they using propaganda to scare us into thinking we need more security. When that security is only being used to monitor you, it's not there to protect you. It's there to incriminate you, my nigga.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The same camera that's supposed to be protecting your house from burglars and shit like that is the
Mm-hmm.
same camera that they caught you on selling weed. So how can the same camera that's supposed to be protecting my house be the same one that got me convicted? Same with the police. They supposed to protect us, but instead they beat us, they shoot us. It's like you're supposed to be here to protect me, but you the motherfucker that's like you're not doing.
You the
That's the
enemy.
last
You
thing
the
you're
one
doing.
that you the enemy.
Yeah. Not even.
Supposed to
Look,
be there for
not
me, but
even the enemy, right? But
it be
see,
like that,
but we gotta remember that the police only get involved after a crime has been committed. Okay, the police they don't intervene. I mean, they don't do prevention. They don't do crime prevention. If you call the police right now and you said, I'm scared of my boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? I'm shit, this nigga, I feel like he might beat my ass tonight. They gonna say,
hmm
well, did he touch you? You gonna say no, but shit, I'm afraid he will. And they gonna say, well, shit, call us back after he touch you. So I mean, you have to become a victim in order for the police to get involved in the first place.
hmm
They're not
hmm
just going. They're not protecting you. They get called after you've been violated. That's not a protection. Like you have to be violated in order for them to provide you their service.
Right, and that don't be spoke. People don't speak about things like that. It's just like whatever. But even if you was to, I mean, it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. So
Hmm.
hey,
And that's what with the social media shit. People, like you spoke on earlier, people can use them. to create new opportunities and shit. But at the
Mhm.
same time, this same platform that done got you this opportunity is the same platform that can ruin your fucking life. It's the same platform that can ruin your life. So how can something good be bad at the same time? Right? It's duality. There go your duality. You know
It's
what I'm
like
saying? Pick
that.
a side.
People are like that though. Life is like that.
Yeah,
That that's the nature of everything. Like you can be good and bad. Like everything's kind of good and bad. Like salt, is moderation. You need
well,
salt, but then if you have too much salt, it could kill you. Like
yeah, well,
water, you know,
I don't.
there's a good and bad side to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I don't believe in good and bad when it comes to people. When it
I
comes
don't either.
to
So I mean, hey, we could change that. I could put that as a change of subject because I don't believe in that either, CO. So what's the difference to you? Like for
shit, it's
real.
just balance. And,
Yeah.
it's just balance. You gotta, it's going, um, like 50 Cent say, sunny days wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for rain. Joy wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for pain.
Mhm.
Those things that we would take for granted. If we didn't hurt, we didn't know how good feeling good felt. You know,
Yeah.
so it's just a balance. It's a balance of things.
Yep, it is a
But
definite.
but 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 that's people though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's in people. Like you can, if you eat a bad motherfucking apple, nigga, you gonna get sick. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you go swimming at the bad time in the ocean, them sharks gonna eat your ass. So bad do exist. It just don't exist. I don't believe it. Like I don't think people can be good or bad. I think we all have good and bad in us, which
Yeah, that's what
balances
I'm
out.
telling you. That's basically what I said. I'm saying like you was like, how can something be good and bad at the same time?
Hmm.
And that's what I mentioned. Like people could be good and bad at the same time. But like you said, it's that balance. It's what needs to happen. Because it makes you. It's learning, is building, is growth, is knowledge, and it gives you the tools that you need to move forward.
Hmm.
To move on, to grow, to invest. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, embrace the good and bad of everything. Like you mentioned with the whole, your platform could be your best friend or it could be your worst enemy. You know what I mean? So that is definitely real. So that's why I like to like be mindful of that and be careful what I post on social media or be careful what I do to people or be careful what I um how I carry myself. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, you everything
Yeah.
is just good and bad. Let's put it
Look,
like that.
I don't give a fuck.
Everything is just fucking good and bad. So just expect the
Shit.
shit. You know?
I don't give a fuck. I'm like motherfucking. I'm like any other goddamn entertainment channel on TV, on social media. If you don't like it, turn the shit off. Turn to something else. Like you do not have to stay on my page. You don't have to scroll through my page. You don't like if you see something that's offensive, why the fuck are you still here? You can just leave,
Yes.
man. Block
Yes.
me and leave, bro. Like I really
People
don't care. You know what I'm
themselves
saying? Like
up
when
like
people,
that. Real talk.
yeah, when these motherfuckers making movies and making stuff like that, shit, they not thinking about it. They gonna hurt somebody. When they making these slave movies, calling us niggers throughout the whole movie, shit, they not thinking about, am I gonna hurt somebody's feelings? Like, no, it's just fucking creative content. It's just creative content. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but social media made it, allowable for anyone to do content. Like, and that is was very interesting to me. And now they have the to where you can look at this stuff on TV as well. So it's all kind of dope, content from just individuals. Like, we used to like once you on TV, oh my God, you're a star. But social media made it like to where you don't have to be a star to have a show or to have a platform or to do your creativeness. Like you don't have to be famous to do that. Like here's an opportunity for you to create content, and
But you
and
don't
it's
need them either. You don't need their platforms either. You know what I'm saying? Because Instagram didn't use Twitter Twitter didn't use Facebook. They just created their own platforms. You know what I'm saying? They created their own platforms, and you know, each of them has something different to offer than the other one and shit. So people really don't need these people platforms, and this is why like a lot of your big influencers and YouTubers, they got websites. They got their
Absolutely.
own websites. So you know what I'm saying? They use YouTube, but they also they're building their own YouTube. You know what I'm saying? They building their own YouTube. So like that's the thing. You know what I mean? Like if we don't like being censored or we don't like the things that these people are doing or the content that we're seeing, once again, we don't have to be on their platform. And we do not need their platforms to create our own platform. Because like I said, YouTube didn't use Twitter, Twitter didn't use Facebook. You know, so we don't have to use their platforms. And this is why they do censor shit because they have the power. They have the power to
Mhm.
censor your ass as long as you want their shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's like the type of motherfucker that's like, nigga, the only reason you got a nice house and a nice car is because I gave you that opportunity. Because I pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? I gave you the opportunity to come and work at this job. And if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even be living like this. That's what social media, that's how they treat us. That's how they treat us. Like, yeah, you know, you got this, but if it wasn't for this platform, you wouldn't have it. Like, you would be a nobody without this platform. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And that's how they treat us. And like, it's good to use your avenues because they got shit like iHeartRadio. They got different podcast platforms for people who want to do podcasts and all that shit. You know, so people don't you don't have to use they platforms to create
Mhm.
something.
Mhm. Mhm. Yep, and but they're popular. They're
But what I,
popular.
but this is the thing. Look, this is the thing that I'm telling you. Like you said, your people are paying for them followers. People are paying to get these views. People are paying in promotion to grow their platforms. So yes, it's popular, but it's popular with a bunch of motherfuckers who on here for dumb shit. Like they the type of shit that people on here for is like, you know, like you said, the bullshit, the fights and the motherfucking, all that shit. So it don't matter if it's popular. The shit that we selling ain't popular, ain't selling. You know what I'm saying? Our product,
Mhm.
the shit that we selling is there's low demand in you in social media for what we selling. There's not a high demand of the content that we create.
Not at all, because we're not. It's not a negative thing. We ain't showing boobies, twerking, fighting,
Exactly.
shooting.
Cussing
You know,
each other out.
we on look. I'm patient with it. Like, you know what I'm saying, because what I'm doing is genuine. Whenever you're doing something genuine, you just be patient with it, and it's more that I have to learn. Moving forward, like with doing podcasting and doing this live show, and now I'm doing media events, red carpets, and you know what I mean. So it's about all of that and putting it together. You feel me?
Hmm.
So yeah, dopeness. I know, like you said, like bad and good, good and bad. But what I really find so dope with social media is that you got stuff like this that people like some people don't want violence and this and that. Like, this could be something that people go to for just shoot, information, conversation, communication. Like, dang, I was thinking the same thing about, like, dang, how social media is a new mass. So like, people who think like, if those are the types of, like, people that is going to be attracted to something like this. But unfortunately, it takes time. So I'm being patient with it. Like I said, I'm
Look,
staying humble because not everything is what you.
I'm a
I forgot the saying. I don't know the saying, but what you want sometimes could be your worst nightmare.
look.
You know.
I'm gonna give you an analogy, right? Let me give you an analogy. Um, you don't go to a fucking club to look for a good woman, right? If you're looking for a wife, you don't go to the club. And I mean, even though you can, it's possible that you can find the love of your life in the club. That's very possible, but people don't go there looking for that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? People are not going to church looking for a plug at church. Hey nigga, you got that cake, you got some good like um so the way social media is set up, people know that people know what's if you look at dog videos and puppy videos and shit, like yeah, you're gonna be seeing a whole bunch of little cute little dog faces as you scrolling and shit like that. But for people who watch a wide variety of shorts and different stuff like that, different shit is gonna be popping up on your timeline just based on AI learning you. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mhm.
like I wouldn't go to social media trying to find a girlfriend. It's just like with
Right.
the it's like with the whole online dating shit. Motherfuckers be like, "Oh, nigga, you trying to find a girlfriend online? Like, nigga, you trying to girl, you met him on YouTube? I mean, on Facebook? And like, yeah, like no, we we look at people like that. Like, are you really trying to? Are you really expecting to find real love on fucking Instagram? Like, what people do, they meet up on these social media platforms, and they do relationships. And like we were saying, that can turn out to be the worst experience of your life. This nigga is the worst experience you ever had. You
You
know
know,
what I'm
that's
saying?
why I don't post my personal business on social media. Like, and I just refuse. The struggle is real. The struggle is real because of that. Just because of that, it's so important. Like, you could, let's say, you post you and your man on social media, okay, and now you have like people stalking your page, people preying on y'all downfall, people, just doing all type of stuff. And it's like, what's the point? Like, what are you trying to do here?
Well, that's why a lot of people see.
You know what I'm
You know,
saying? Like,
we use social
I
media.
don't like. I just really don't understand that concept of
Look,
pushing
not
your
even block.
business
Like
on social
people,
media. That can ruin your relationship.
but you
Period.
can make you can make your platform private. You know, to where new people can't just come onto your page and look at
Yeah,
shit
that's why
without
it's
them
different.
following you.
We're gonna dive into it. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like screening shit. Like we are talking about with the applications and talking to the niggas exes and shit. Like if your platform is wide open to the public, you're gonna get some crackheads that's coming in that comes in your store. You're gonna get some thieves that come in your store. You're gonna get the
Yeah, you're gonna
bum
get
that just
the weirdness that come
e-
in there.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you open it up to the public. But once you make that shit a private business and you
Hmm.
gotta get buzzed in and nigga, you let in whoever the fuck you wanna let in. You know what I'm saying? So um, there's different ways of like
Doing things
of
like,
keeping your sanity.
I, exactly, to try to do things to where it doesn't flip and be your worst nightmare. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
even
Because I
affect
can
you.
be posting people and then they end up posting stuff. We both know each other that make you look stupid and it makes them look stupid. And all your business, all entertainment. It's all entertainment. Everybody's just watching and in your business and talking about you and laughing at you. And, it's like you're a swipe to the left, to the right,
But
to the
and the
up,
crazy
to
thing
the down.
about it is though, the
You know
same
what I
people that's
mean? It's
talking about you and
ridiculous.
laughing at you is going through the same shit you're
It's
going through.
ruining lives. It's crazy. You said the same people that's what?
The same people that's laughing at you and talking about you, they going through the same shit you're going through. They going through
Mm.
that same exact shit, but they not putting their shit out there. You know what I'm saying? So while they pointing the finger laughing and shit, like, look at this dumb bitch. And the whole time, that little voice in the back of their mind is like, shit, you a dumb bitch too. So
But that
motherfuckers is
is,
hypocrites.
the fine line too of creating certain social media sections for what you want to do. You have your business, because I'm a businesswoman, and a lot of people ain't used to, dealing with a businesswoman, a woman who is in charge of her, everything. So, what I do as a public figure, I need my page public. I need my page public because I have stuck at a green light, clash of thoughts. I have media, I have music, I have all kind of things. This my platform is business, okay? And then you have your personal, and on your personal Instagram is where you could post like, your relationships and your vacations and holidays and things of that nature. Then so everything is you can section it off to make it all work. You can section it off to make it all work. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's like you said, based on what you're doing. I want to give a shout out right now to B Fly, and I think her dude name is Rico. They have this dope "We Are Together Now" show, so you guys check that out. I was talking about posting of couples and how you can be a business. See, they're a business. They have they're a couple that's doing a business together. So they post pictures together all the time doing business. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. I think it's just not smart to mix it all. Like, just like you said, because it's like thieves and this and all kind of weirdos that is on your page when it's private. I mean, when it's public,
Yeah,
you
because
know.
I got three Instagram pages. That's like my primary social media platform that I be on. I got three of them. I got
You
my regular
do.
one.
I be
I got
like, dang, dude, like,
I got
which one
C3o
do I
Beats.
tag you in?
Yeah.
For
I
real.
got my personal one. I got my C3o Beats, and then I got the Fly Trap TV. You know what I'm saying? So shit, like even with the people like
Yeah.
everybody who follow my regular page don't follow my C3o Beats page. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
so it's just you're gonna have different. You have a mixture of different people on different platforms because different people want to see different things. Everybody don't want to see the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You
And
know.
even with me, you see shit. I post my kids shit one, two times a year. Like my family, one,
Yes,
two
it's
times a year.
statements. You keep those things. People be flossing and stuff. Like, you got to be careful when you try to have clout and clout chasing, and trying to be this person or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just really interesting.
You want people to think you live a certain life, so
Or you want
everything
people to think you live a certain lifestyle and it's not so.
you posting pictures with you and your man and shit here, there, happy, and the whole time you motherfuckers can't stand each other. You know, um, like just shit like that. You be having mothers out here posting their kids when they don't even fucking see their kids like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
it's just it's like I said, people be wanting that attention. They be wanting the attention of other people. They be wanting sympathy from people. Oh,
It's,
ooh.
it's it's a need. It's something that's unfortunate sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Just very unfortunate. People be, I don't know.
I be
It,
wanting to post shit. Like I be like when I be when
it's
I be
interesting.
going through stuff, I be wanting to post shit sometimes, like little thoughts and shit that I be having, little shit like that. I be wanting to post shit, but the thing that stopped me is every single time I remember that for what these people don't give a fuck about you. It's just entertainment to them.
I love
It's just
my
entertainment.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Absolutely.
why post what I'm going through to a bunch of people that ain't even gonna try to help me. Why?
And
And
wouldn't it be more hurtful to,
hey, look, this is crazy. Like I don't understand why when people like if somebody say, um, you know, uh, my dog died today, he got hit by a car. And then you look and you see all these comments, prayer hands and shit, but the shit got 400 likes. Like, how do you like somebody's post about some sad shit? Like that shit is it's weird. You post your mother passed away and people like it. Like people hit the like button. Wow,
yes, hit the like button.
wow, that shit right there is some psychological shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. That's why everybody really twisted. You know, people like because social media really controls your mind in a big way, heavy, like in a way you doing stuff and you don't even realize it's ruining your life, but you want to do it off of social media though.
Yeah.
A lot
And
of
how you
people got killed like because of their locations and what they do on social media. It's really deep. People
and that's
love
what I'm saying. Like only
live.
very
People go live and do all this extra stuff. Like you know what I'm saying?
and that's what I'm saying. Like only a small percentage of these platform users actually turn it into a business. A small percentage. There's so much other shit that's going on these platforms that's not productive. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like you were saying, like you know how many niggas was on live and got shot while they was on live, like so. You know that's what I'm saying. I don't really. The only thing I see good in social media. It's the only thing that I see good. The only reason why I ever created social media in the first place. Fatter years ago. This nigga Fatter like nigga I've been trying to find you nigga and shit. And I was like, oh, she's like, I've been looking on Facebook everywhere. Like, somebody gave you my number. Probably was you, because he had called me and shit. Like, nigga, I've
Oh,
been trying to
probably.
find you. And it
That's what
made me think, like, damn, how many people did I
I'm
go
the
to school
connect
with?
people queen. I be connecting everybody.
I'm like, how many people did I go to school with, or do I know from my past that's out here looking for me, that's searching for me on social
Yeah.
media? That's like, damn, I went, what's up with my nigga CO, man, and was looking for me. So that's the only reason why I created the shit and I left my shit uh public. It's for old friends or even family members. You know what I'm saying? Like every people lose numbers, people move, people go to jail, all type of shit happen. But hey, 9 times out of 10 a nigga gonna have a social media account somewhere. So
Mhm.
I think that's a good
It
thing
makes
about
it
it. It's a way
easily
for people to stay in
discoverable
touch.
to people though. That's just another crazy thing too. Like you don't have no enemies. Like you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you could try your best not to have an enemy, but it will happen. But damn, don't have no enemy because sheesh, especially on a public account. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it is what it is because you are easily found. It makes you easily discoverable.
Yeah, but for people,
That's why they only
but
my business easily discoverable. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else. Like say no more. But I would post like a vacation, like because that's a part of what I do. I'm a public figure, so it's a part of what I do. I travel. I'm always networking with people. I'm always at different events. I do red carpets. I do interviews. So yes, I show content. I go for walks. I promote my business. It's content, content, content. You know what I mean? And that is even how I am a part of, you know, um, the employeeness or the slaveriness when it comes down to social media being the new Massa. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm not doing it just for me to have clout. I'm doing this because I'm on a mission. What I'm doing. I want everybody to see. I don't give a fuck who see. Like, I'm a storyteller. I keep it real. I'm a realist. It is what it is. Like, shit, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those. If it's meant, it's meant. If it's not, if it was meant, it would have happened. If you know what I'm saying. So, shit, we all
yeah, I document a lot of
slavery.
I document a lot of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Social
I
media.
document a lot of it, but I just don't. I don't know. That's just how I am, though. If you wasn't there, then you wasn't there. You missed it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm,
there's certain places I couldn't be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, when I be hearing
mm-hmm.
people telling stories about this shit, it's like if I hear you telling me a story about somewhere that y'all went to and I couldn't go, I would never be able to feel that enjoyment that you felt. I'd be like, damn, I wish I was there because I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter how good your story sound, bro. Like I didn't experience it. So why are you trying to detail every fucking thing to me as if I'm gonna have some type of visual and experience which y'all experienced last like no, I don't need every detail because I would never experience what you felt. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm,
saying? So you know,
mm-hmm.
uh,
Yeah. It's very interesting. Social media is very a big old. It has a very big impact in our lives, like in our children's lives. Like that's why our children even is so much. They're so advanced. It's so informal. I can just talk to my computer. I can be like, "Hey, computer, like, tell me a story today," or you know what I'm saying, or social media, whatever. But it made a lot of things that we wasn't able to see as a child, available to see. So with our teenagers, like with TikTok and all that stuff, like people be, their kids be twerking and doing all the most because of these trends. And that's another thing too, trends, if it's nails, if it's a dance, if it's a saying or some type of challenge. They got these challenges popping. It makes you do things that you wouldn't normally do, and
Well,
it is
no,
to adults.
that's like liquor, right? Liquor. It's like T-Pain and them said, blame it on the alcohol. Uh, Jamie Foxx, whoever it was. Um, no, liquor don't make you do nothing that you wouldn't have done. It just make you bold enough to do things that you wouldn't have done sober. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with social media. Like
Dang,
these challenges, these different challenges and shit that they be having, the people who do these challenges, like they would have done them anyway. You know what I'm saying? Social media is not like it's not making people do it. It's just encouraging people to do the shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if you do some dumb shit like the crate challenge, if you be willing to do some dumb shit like that, it's like for what? You didn't even create it. You didn't even create that challenge. We don't create none of these things. Like and even with the kids, you see how they got these new settings and shit to where kids can't be on past so long, so many hours and during certain times of the day. Yeah, because social media is telling the parents that these platforms are not healthy for your kids, and the government want us to fucking regulate it. And so, we had to come up with these regulations to protect your kids. Because if it was up to us, shit, we would be feeding this shit to y'all kids 24/7. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, it's a form of entertainment. Like I don't watch TV. I started watching TV a long time ago, like years ago. I don't watch TV. So
it
I
is. I
scrolled on
wouldn't
Instagram.
say it's a form. It is entertainment.
Yeah, and then too, but like it's a source of information as well. Because you can be scrolling through shit and see things. Like I'm out here in Vegas. I might be scrolling through some shit, scrolling through Instagram and see something that happened in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh damn, like if I wasn't scrolling through Instagram today, I wouldn't even knew that this happened in my neighborhood. So it
Hmm.
is a source, it's a source of information. But once we start taking the shit to trying to make money and turning it into businesses, this is when people start doing all the dumb shit for clout. You know what I'm saying? Posting their homie dead bodies and all this type of shit, posting DPs and like, yeah, because niggas is trying to go viral.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So,
There's always a
yeah.
motive behind why you post. You know what I'm
But that's
saying?
the thing: the people who
Friends and
go viral,
everything,
ain't
I don't
the
post
people
them.
who go viral, not regular people, bro.
I even gain enemies because I don't post them. I even gain enemies because I post shit that I didn't invite somebody to or something like that. Ooh, goodness, social media. I tell you, boy. I mean, even people that talk be what is the cyber gangsters? You know what I'm saying? Cyber gangsters and all the whole shebang. What a
And
heavy impact it has in your real life. The wanting of it, the existing of it. It seemed like we going into this metaverse. I don't even really understand really what the metaverse is. But it seemed like Instagram and everything is that transition to it. It seems like we create a reality that don't exist in reality.
well, what if?
Sometimes, some people, I'm saying, but most of the
Well,
social media.
people say that life is the matrix, and a lot of people say that we this is a simulation. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So,
like let's get deep into to how that is. You know what I'm saying? How deep to where, like I just said,
well, social media is what's leading us into this metaverse. And
yeah.
just real quick, you know, the metaverse is an umbrella term. It's an umbrella term. It's like saying uh the Crips. There's there's hundreds of different Crip gangs. You know what I'm saying? So when you say the Crips, we don't know specifically who the fuck you're talking about. We just know it's an organization and they don't even get along with each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the metaverse, when you hear metaverse, it's an umbrella term. Um, basically, the metaverse is like digital worlds. They're digital simulations that you can go work in, live in, get married in, all of this shit. So
Mhm.
they're promoting it to us. It's people living in the metaverse right now, 24 hours a day. They work in the metaverse, they drive in the metaverse, all of this shit. So
It remind me of The Sims. You know, dang, this is deep.
yeah, so
Deep. Maybe
um,
what if technology is aliens or something, and like we just getting our whole psychological existence captured away in
well,
the
see,
technology
look,
system,
the
you
only
know?
thing, no, the only thing that is going to make that's going to weaponize the metaverse is the transfer of of your likeness, your consciousness. Um, and back to Black Mirror with the Miley Cyrus episode. You see
Mm,
how they copied Miley Cyrus likeness and they put it in a doll, and
yes.
it talked like her, it acted like her, it was her, just in a doll, and they both were living. Okay, so just because you transferred, I mean that wasn't a transfer. They copied her shit and put the copy in a doll. Meaning that they can copy your shit as many times as they want to and shit. So, but if you notice, Miley Cyrus wasn't the girl she wanted to be. She was the girl that they created, this pop star. You know what I'm saying? And that's why at the end it's like she stopped dressing a certain way. She didn't want to sing, the type of music anymore. Like she wanted to be herself. So even her likeness wasn't who she was. It was the person that they created. So they just letting us know, like, nigga, you can come into this metaverse and actually transfer transfer your consciousness over into the metaverse. Meaning that right now you need goggles and the little joysticks and shit, right, to go into the metaverse. That's how you see and interact with people. But when you transfer your shit over in there, you're in there. Like you don't need no goggles or nothing. Like nigga, you live inside. You live on a fucking computer chip underground somewhere, stored on a server. That's where the fuck you live at. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Damn.
you can't die in the metaverse. There's no dying. There's no getting old. You can create your avatar however you want it. If you unattractive in real life, your avatar can be as beautiful as you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Like you can. We talk about how people can be somebody else on social media. This metaverse shit, people gonna really be able to be somebody else because I would never know that you 600 pounds and you can't get out the bed. I would
Right.
never know that. You know what I'm saying? Because our interactions in the metaverse is so cool. You know what I'm saying? It's so cool when you so outgoing and like so I'm feeling what we got in the metaverse. I don't even want to meet you in real life,
It's
right?
crazy.
And then to the other Black Mirror episode when they was playing a video game, you see the sex felt better in a video game than it did in real life with
You're
their
right.
girl.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. When you go into these worlds, you're going to be able to do things you do here, but guess what? It's going to be 100 times better. It's going to be
Mm-hmm.
100 times better. So it's going to encourage you to not even want to leave. Because, like I said, you 700 pounds. in the bed, can't get out the bed and shit. Probably got all these medical conditions. In the metaverse, people like actually like you and they like hanging around you and they laugh at your jokes and they want to kick it with you. It's opposite from your real life. So why would that person ever want to leave the metaverse?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you still got to eat, brush your teeth, use the restroom, go to work if you got like all these things. But in the meta, you can do all that in the metaverse.
Yeah.
You can do all that shit in the metaverse. Now, this is how they selling it to us, right? We can go in. So it's different companies, right? So it's like Total Recall. So one
Mm-hmm.
company might have 100 different worlds. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go on a vacation for a week in Hawaii, you can go to Hawaii via the metaverse and be there. It feels real. The food tastes real. The whole experience is real. But you never fucking left. You never went anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this shit is. You're gonna have multiple companies with multiple worlds. And I think the metaverse is really gonna be turned into like a prison or something because
Mm-hmm.
see, for people who believe in the heaven and hell, that when you die you can go to heaven and be in heaven forever and there's nothing bad, and or if you be bad you go to hell and you burn in hell for eternity and suffer, right? So for people who don't believe that in real life, let's say for every criminal that they give motherfucking life to, let's say you get life in state penitentiary, and your life is in this world, your life is 25 to life till you die. In the metaverse, you don't die, nigga. So guess what? You're gonna be in prison for life.
Damn, and people like don't
You're
think
gonna
about
and you nigga when you go to hell in the metaverse, you're gonna be suffering and
it.
burning for life forever. If you be good and you obey, then you can go to heaven and experience that heavenly world forever.
Mm.
This shit is gonna be turned into it's gonna be turned into
Mm.
like a place for motherfuckers who don't want to participate in this world. You know what I'm saying? You don't like the politics of how things are going in this world. Shit, nigga, put your ass in the metaverse. That's how they're gonna get rid of a lot of us. They're gonna that's some other shit. But that's what social media that's what
That's
social media is leading us to. Because Facebook is the one who created the metaverse.
the metaverse.
Facebook. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's a trick, like even with our kids, right? They play these video games and they use our real money so they can buy V-Bucks and shit like that. So they can buy skins
In
and
that
guns and this
game.
and cars and stuff like that. Like, see, they're getting our kids used to this metaverse world, right? Where you take your real money and you
And
spend it in this virtual world where nothing is real. The cars King buy in the game is not real. The skins he buy, he can't put them on. Like none of that shit is real. But our kid, they get so excited. It bring them so much joy to buy these artificial things in these digital worlds on these games. Even grown ass men, you know what I'm saying? They spend thousands of dollars on these video games and shit. And it's like,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what cryptocurrency is though. Cryptocurrency is created for the metaverse. It's a currency that's going to because the metaverse run on blockchain and crypto
Mhm.
run on blockchain. So the metaverse is going to be the place like that's going to be the money that people are going to be exchanging in the metaverse. It's crypto,
Mhm.
Bitcoin, and shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Talks about that. I talk about that all the time. Like the video games, anything, all this technology, like, you know what I'm saying, is just, it was all stepping stones to get to where it's at today and where it's going. Where
Mhm.
it's going. Because it even reminds me too of the basketball games when they lean and going on like this and you can change their outfits and put this on and put that on. And So what I see with my son is they made it to where, of course, you can play with your friends online and you guys are on that joint together. So what makes them even more so want to have money is that competition as well. Like, oh, mom, so and so has the new bigger sword. Oh, mom, can I need the money so I can get that sword or a bigger sword? It's like it's already like, woo! It's something. It's
Yeah.
something to see, and it's definitely going down. So, it is what it is. It is what it is, and everything is just
Advertise,
forward.
advertise to the children. That's why, everything they do, they advertise to the kids. They know kids don't have jobs and make money. So why would you even make a Toys R Us commercial?
Hmm,
Every
hmm.
kid that see this goddamn toy is gonna want it, and they don't have money to go and get it. So guess what? They gotta ask their parents.
Right.
So it's like, how do we get the parents' money? We get the parents' money through the kids. We get the parents' money through the pets because they love their kids and they love their pets, and they would spend thousands of dollars on both their kids and their pets. So we don't have to market to them. We'll just market to their children.
Hmm.
And just like we were saying too, not too long ago, while people is using these platforms as business opportunities and just ways to promote and stuff like that, in return, our kids is being sucked into this metaverse world where they're
Hmm.
going to want. All right, it's like that one episode too, real quick, with the two
What's
females.
up? What's up, Dispos? What's going on in the zone?
What up? What up? It's like that one episode with the two females, and
Hmm,
and they like fell for each other, and one girl was trying to get the other one to stay in the metaverse, and she was like, "No, when I die,
hmm,
I'm going to go be with my husband because my her husband died before she did, and the metaverse wasn't. He didn't go into the metaverse when he died, so she promised her husband that she gonna be there.
hmm,
So she come into this fucking metaverse because she was old. Remember, she was old. She was dying, and so she was going into the metaverse as a form of her treatment. You know what I'm
hmm,
saying? And shit, and she fell for somebody for another girl, and the girl was telling her like, no, don't do that. Like, just get transferred over into the metaverse so we can be together forever. And the
hmm,
lady, she's like, damn, but I want to be with my husband forever in the spiritual realm, wherever. You know what I'm saying? And
hmm,
she ended up convincing her to stay in the goddamn metaverse with her. So imagine life in the future be like that. If I
hmm.
die 10 years from now outside of the metaverse, and then my kids go into the metaverse to where they can live forever, would I ever see them in the afterlife if they don't die? Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
make that choice.
yeah. Make that
So
choice.
this is what they doing to our kids while we using these
Yeah.
platforms for something else. They're using it. It's already weaponized. You know what I'm saying? These platforms are already weaponized. Like I said, they're aiming at our children.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
They aiming
mm-hmm.
at our children.
Yeah, and you can even see that with just the vibration of color that they use. You know what I'm saying? That attracts their eye. It's all this color and pop. That and light. That is attracting children, and they, like you said, put on these things because that's exactly the new generation that's going to really be living up in this metaverse. Like, you know what I'm saying? They are the ones. You know what
Yes.
I mean? It's like we the in betweens, and our children is the ones. So yeah,
Hey, and
they're
this C19 shit was another scare tactic, right? Because they're gonna be selling that too. You can come and live in the metaverse, and you don't have to worry about diseases, getting sick, illnesses.
Mhm.
You don't have to worry about, you know, if you're scared of C19, come up in here. So they use all these different tactics to
No
build.
more vaccination shots. In order to get this job, you need to be up in here.
Oh, and look,
It's
you can look into it right now, Thug Maze, right? You can literally Google um apply for jobs in the metaverse right now, and like literally, you can literally get a job in the metaverse right now.
that's crazy.
People
That's
like four couples got married in the metaverse, and the
four
state
couples got married in the metaverse, huh?
and the states that it happened in recognize them as real marriages. And
Mm.
everybody, they whole family was there attending the metaverse. They was attending via the metaverse. So they had a wedding. Grandma didn't have to leave Florida. You know, your sister didn't have to leave California. Like nobody had to leave and come to, you know, where y'all was getting married at, even though y'all got married in fucking Honolulu, right? Nobody
Mhm.
had to catch plane tickets or nothing to go there, but we all was there. And the wind was, the breeze felt real. Like the water, when we put your foot in the water, it felt real.
Yeah, that is
Mhm.
C-19 though. That's this pandemic's, like, goal as well. There's always an underlying reason. Like you cannot just believe whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's always an underlying reason to everything, and that was to keep us indoors and be utilizing these tools and being online, working online, schooling online. Everything's on freaking line. And this pandemic, gave us time. They invested in us to accomplish this mission. You know what I'm saying? So with the stimulus and the, so it's this is huge. What's going on around us is serious, is real. Have knowledge about it, be mindful of it. Don't believe everything you hear. Do your own research. Everything is not what it seems. You know what I'm
And that's
saying?
why we talking, and this is why we
This
when we
is
talk
why
about it,
it exists.
and you know
Or
when we talk, and that's why
you know what I'm
now that
saying?
we talking about it, we got to talk in code, right? We got to say C19, and we got to talk in code. Why? Because like we said within the title of the show, there's certain things that will be censored if we say certain shit. If you say one word, they will take this video down. They'll probably try to strike the channel, all this type of
So let
shit.
me
You know what I'm
help you
saying?
out, 'cause I know I said a couple of things, but CO, like my battery's
No,
about to die.
uh huh,
Oh my yes, my battery's about to die. I cannot find my charger.
it's all bad.
So if it ain't them, it's him. No, but like all right, girl. you know,
For sure.
Dope show, of course, and always. You know what I'm saying? The topic of tonight, social media is the new Massa. All those viewers that's viewing after the live, share, tell a friend, if you care, and, do the dang thing. You feel me? But gotta make it a wrap because the battery's about to die. So, yeah.
Yes, yes, sir. Ritos. All right, man. What's your peace? Peace to everybody. And I holla.
All right now.
All right.